In the land of talking drums and ancestral echoes, every story carries a mystery. What lesson hides in this one? Let's find out.
Daniel was the kind of man people talked about. He worked at a phone accessories shop near the bus stop. He dressed neatly. He spoke softly. He helped everyone. Girls stopped by just to greet him. Some brought him food. Some waited for him after work. They said he was different, respectful, responsible. Daniel smiled and treated them kindly, but he kept distance. He never allowed anyone to follow him home. He never spoke about his family. When questions became personal, he changed the topic. At night, he left the area quietly. He returned before morning, like nothing happened. No one knew where he went. People admired him more each day. They saw a good man with no baggage. They believed he was free, ready for love, ready for marriage. Then Amaka came into the neighborhood. She did not chase him like the others. She simply talked to him like a normal person. For the first time, Daniel wanted someone close. But getting close meant telling the truth. And the truth was the one thing he had been hiding from everyone. Daniel lived in a single room behind a mechanic workshop. He kept the place clean. A small bed, one chair, a plastic table. Anyone who saw it would think he lived a simple, quiet life, but he rarely stayed there at night. Around 8 p.m., he locked his door and left. He boarded a bus to another part of town. In a crowded compound, a woman waited for him. Her name was Kemi. 2 children ran to him the moment he entered. "Daddy, you're late," the older boy said. Daniel forced a smile. Work was busy. Kemi handed him the baby. "School fees are due tomorrow. The landlord also came today." Daniel rubbed his forehead. "I would sort it out. Just give me time." He brought food from the shop area. He helped the children with homework. He stayed until they slept. Before dawn, he left again. At the shop, the attention continued. One girl dropped lunch on his table. Another said, "Daniel, my mother wants to meet you." Daniel shook his head. "I'm not ready for that." They laughed. "You're forming. We know you're single." Daniel forced another smile. Inside, his chest felt tight. Later, Amaka came to fix her online orders. She watched the girls teasing him. "You like attention?" she said quietly. Daniel looked away. "It's nothing." She studied him. "You hide too much, Daniel. Nobody lives like this." He said nothing. Her words followed him the whole day. The next week, Amaka came to the shop again. She placed 2 small boxes on the table. "I need help testing these power banks," she said. "Customers are complaining." Daniel checked them carefully. He explained what was wrong. Amaka listened and nodded. "You're very patient," she said. "Most people would rush." Daniel smiled. "I like doing things well." She looked at him for a moment. "I'm celebrating my birthday on Sunday. Just a small dinner at my place. Come if you're free." Daniel paused. His chest tightened. "Sunday evening?" "Yes, nothing big. Just me and 2 friends." Daniel thought about Kemi and the children. Sunday evenings were when he usually stayed longer with them. He hesitated. Amaka noticed. "If you're busy, no problem." "I'll come," Daniel said quickly. Sunday evening, Daniel arrived at her apartment. It was simple, clean, warm. They ate rice and chicken. They talked and laughed. Amaka's friends left early. She cleared the plates and returned with 2 drinks. "You're different when you relax," she said. "I like this version of you." Daniel looked down. "I don't relax often." She sat across from him. "Where do you stay? I can drop something for you tomorrow." Daniel froze. "No need. My place is far." She frowned slightly. "You always say that." Are you hiding in your house? Daniel forced a smile. I just like my privacy. Amaka leaned back. Daniel, if we're going to be close, I need honesty. He stayed silent. Her words hung heavily between them. After that night, Amaka became quieter around him. She still greeted him, but she no longer stayed long. One afternoon, she came to collect a charger. Daniel, are you free this Saturday? She asked. Yes, he replied. My landlord is fixing something. I may need to keep some bags at your place for a day. Daniel's heart pounded. My room is small. She looked at him. I don't mind. I just need a safe place. He shook his head. I share the compound. It won't be comfortable. Amaka slowly nodded. You always have a reason. She picked her charger and left. Later that evening, Daniel traveled to see Kemi. She sat outside, worried. The school sent the children home, she said. They said no fees, no class. Daniel pressed his lips together. I'll pay tomorrow. You said that last week, she replied quietly. The older boy stepped forward. Daddy, my teacher said I'm falling behind. Daniel felt heat in his face. I'm trying. Kemi looked at him. Are you still hiding us? Daniel stayed silent. You leave before dawn. You avoid bringing anyone here. How long will this continue? He stood up. I'm working hard. That's what matters. Kemi shook her head. Truth matters too. The next day, at the shop, two girls teased him again. Daniel, choose one of us. We're tired of waiting. He forced a laugh, but Amaka heard them. She watched him carefully, her face serious. That evening, she sent him a message. We need to talk. Properly. Daniel met Amaka the next evening at a small eatery near the road. She sat quietly, her arms folded. You've been avoiding me, she said. I've just been busy, Daniel replied. Amaka looked straight at him. I don't like half-truths. If you don't want this, say it. Daniel opened his mouth and closed it again. I just need time, he said. Amaka sighed. Time for what? He had no answer. 2 days later, Amaka went to deliver clothes to a customer in another area. As she walked through a narrow street, she saw a familiar figure. Daniel stood beside a small provision shop. A woman held a baby close to her chest. 2 children clung to his trousers. Daddy, carry me, the younger one said. Daniel lifted him gently. The woman handed him a nylon bag. This is all I could buy. Money finished. I'll bring more tomorrow, Daniel replied softly. Amika stopped walking. Her heart dropped. She stepped closer. Daniel? He turned. The caller left his face. The child still rested on his shoulder. The woman looked between them. You know him? Amaka spoke slowly. Yes. I thought I did. Silence filled the space. Daniel lowered the child. This is Kemi, he said quietly. My wife. Amaka's eyes filled with hurt. Your wife? The older boy held Daniel's hand tightly. Daddy, who is she? Daniel could not speak. Everything he hid now stood in the open. Amaka stepped back slowly. You're married, and you never said anything. Daniel lowered his head. I wanted to explain. When? She asked. After I trusted you? After I started planning a future? Kemi's face tightened. She looked at Daniel. Who is she? Daniel struggled to speak. She's a friend from work. Amaka shook her head. Don't lie again. You let everyone believe you were single. Kemi's eyes widened. Everyone. Silence followed. The children held Daniel's hands, confused. Kemi spoke quietly. So, this is why you hide us. Daniel tried to move closer. Kemi, listen. She stepped back. You're ashamed of your own family. I'm not ashamed, he said quickly. But you pretend you don't have us, she replied. That is worse. Amaka wiped her eyes. I defended you when people talked. I thought you were different. Daniel's chest felt heavy. I never planned to hurt you. You already did, she said. You built everything on lies. People nearby started watching. Kemi turned away, carrying the baby. Don't come tonight, she said without looking back. I need to think. The older boy hesitated, then followed her. Daniel stood alone in the street. Amaka looked at him one last time. I liked you because you seemed honest, she said. Now I don't know who you are. She walked away. The next morning at the shop, the mood changed. Two girls whispered when they saw him. One said openly, so he has a wife and children. Daniel kept his head down. The respect he enjoyed began to slip away. Daniel did not run from the truth again. That evening, he went back to Kemi's compound. He stood outside for a long time before knocking. I was wrong, he said quietly. I wanted people to admire me. I hid my own family. I'm sorry. Kemi looked at him, hurt still in her eyes. The children need a father who is not ashamed, she said. I'm not ashamed anymore, Daniel replied. I will stop hiding. I will stand with you openly. Days later, Daniel brought Kemi and the children to visit his shop area. People stared. Some whispered. Daniel greeted everyone calmly. He introduced his wife. The attention faded. The praise reduced. But Daniel felt lighter. He worked harder and went home early each day. Slowly, respect returned, this time built on truth. Amaka moved on quietly. She kept her distance, but she nodded when she saw him. Daniel accepted it. Some losses do not return. He learned that admiration built on lies cannot last. Peace begins the day a person stops hiding the truth. If this story touched you, tell me in the comments what lesson stayed with you. Was it about honesty, responsibility, or facing the truth? Your voice might help someone going through the same struggle. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. Another emotional African moral tale is coming soon, and it may speak to your heart in a different way. Thank you for staying with me till the end.